Hello, beautiful creatives. I'm Linda Marcel, and this is my channel, Beginner's Mind, Art Mind. And this week I have a fun little art haul for you guys, an unboxing. I don't do unboxings that much anymore, but this is an item that a company sent me and also some items that I purchased with my Amazon affiliate link, and I'll talk to you about that a little later. I also want to show you who will be making all of the background noise, and that is courtesy of my studio assistant. Okay, those of you that have been following me for a while know that we adopted a Mexican street puppy. She was born in a litter of 4. Her mother was extremely ill when they rescued her mother, and one of her siblings they didn't think was going to make it. But Alana was the biggest and strongest little Chihuahua Dachshund mix in the litter. She actually has quite a few different things in her. She's very tired, so the hope is that she'll be very quiet during the video and not tearing the studio apart. So welcome to my little studio assistant, Alana. You'll probably be seeing a lot of her in videos. She's an absolute doll. Okay, so I just went downstairs and made myself an iced coffee to give myself a boost, because it is so humid and so hot up here today. And I even have the air conditioning running, but this is just a crazy heat wave that we're not used to in New England. So I'll show you this first. This is another set of the Melang watercolors, the solid pan watercolors. You guys know, you guys that follow me, I should say, know how much I use this set in my art nest. And just before she passed away, I had given my mother an even larger set of Melang watercolors, and she was really enjoying using those. So this is the first set that I swatched out, and I love this set. I love the colors in this set, and I'm really curious to see what the changes are that they made in the second set. Did they make a good thing better? We'll see when I open this. The other things that I got, oh, these are so heavy. Now these 3 things I bought with my affiliate check. And I want to thank you guys. Whenever I do that, I always feel like the things that I buy with my affiliate, my Amazon affiliate check, are gifts from you guys. Because when you click the links below my video, whether you purchase the actual item that I'm talking about or you purchase something completely different. So say I put a link to this, an Amazon affiliate link to this sketchbook below my video. If you click that and then do shopping for household items like cleaners, a dress, or toilet paper, I will still get an affiliate credit. It is a tiny, tiny credit that you get for each item. But if enough of you do it, it adds up. And what I always try to do to give back is whenever I do get an affiliate check, and it's such a tiny amount, I don't even get one every month, but I try to buy something that I can review for you guys, that I can show for you guys. Okay, so Louis Noble was, in a lot of his videos, he pulls out these sketchbooks that are square. This is an 8 by 8 inch or 20.3 by 20.3 centimeter. This one happens to have 122 pound paper, which is 180 GM. So this is the, I don't know how to pronounce it, Alkalo, it looks like, sketchbook. And it's a decent size. And this one came in a pack of 2. I'll put links to all of these below. And if I remember, which I'm usually pretty good at remembering, I will put the price I paid for each of these on the screen when I edit the video. Okay, and this one is US Art Supply. Now, I don't know anything about these. I haven't seen videos where people have recommended these. This was just me looking through at Square notebooks after I got my affiliate check and thinking sort of about these really abstract, carefree pages that Louis Noble does. And he's just not afraid of using up the sketchbook, just experimenting and sort of really making a mess sometimes. he is so bold about it. And for some reason, I was really impressed by the squareness of the work that he was doing. And so I wanted to give that a try. So these are U.S. Art Supply. This is cold pressed. Okay, so this one is textured. So this would be better. This would be good for watercolor and oil pastel. It's got a little more texture to it. This one, I forget if I said, but it's very smooth. Very, very smooth. So this I would love for gouache and things like that. This would be good for acrylics too. So this is 8.5 by 8.5, 76 pages compared to 120 pages in this one. This is 110 pounds. Do I have both of these on the screen? This is 110 pounds. This is 122 pounds. Heavyweight paper for watercolor and mixed media. So that's the first two, and this came in two. So I hope I like this because I got two. It came in a set of two. And this one is one that I have seen an artist talk about on YouTube, and my gosh, I cannot think of her name right now. Is it Ohuhu, how you say this company's name? She really speaks highly of these sketchbooks. And again, she uses the square for just experimenting. Gosh, I keep thinking her name's going to come to me. I can totally picture her face, but I'll try to put it on the screen afterwards. I can't believe I can't think of her name. She's a beloved YouTuber. Anyways, yeah, I'll put it on the screen. So this one is mixed media, smooth pages, which I like. I do like. These are very cottony feeling. Wow, this feels like cotton rag paper. I don't think it is, but it feels very much like cotton rag paper. So, and it looks like it says 78. Does that mean 78 pages? This is 230 GM. This is 200 GM, but this is 110 pounds and this is 120 pounds. But this feels like a absolutely huge sketchbook, and it has perforated edges so you can rip the pages out. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure if I'm going to like those, the way that leaves like a bump there on the page. Yeah, because I don't really rip pages out. Even my horrible pages, I sometimes paint over them. But even bad art, I just like to leave it. I don't mind making messy art. It doesn't bother me at all to have messy art in my sketchbooks. So this has a little pamphlet, actually. There's nothing like a blank sketchbook to unleash your ideas and creativity without limit. And there's nothing better than the Ohuhu paper pad to capture... It just threw me that they called it a pad, because I think they do also sell pads to capture those ideas on. The Ohuhu paper pad is designed for all types of artwork on which you can sketch, stipple, and draw MAGA cartoons, still life, and practice your own techniques with ease. Your work deserves to last a long time, which is why we make our paper 100% acid-free to keep colors vibrant for years to come. Please put the included EVA sheet between papers to prevent bleed through. Huh. Okay, so there's an EVA. Oh, there is. Oh, I'll be darned. So there's a sheet that you can put between while you're creating. I would imagine, especially if you're using something like alcohol markers, because it feels like pretty substantial paper. I don't imagine anything like acrylics would go through, or gouache would go through, or pencil, or even felt tip marker. But anyways, they give you this pad, this sheet to make sure that it doesn't go through. So this is the mixed media one. I don't remember if I said that, but so yeah, 78 pages, 120 pounds, 200 GM, 8 8.3 by 8.3 inches. So are these all, this is 8 inch by 8 inch, 8.5. So they're all a little different in size. This is the biggest, this is the next biggest, and this is the smallest. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is unbox my brand new watercolors from Milan and see what they look like, and then play with these on each one of these different papers to see how they do. They probably will give me a swatch sheet. This swatch sheet that they gave in the last one was really nice paper. It's swatched out really well. I should have put tape on it because I messed one up by getting a drop of another paint on it. What I am going to do is I'm going to put shipping tape over this to protect it because I use this set so much. I mean, I think you can, and that's another thing I love about these Milan sets, and I hope this one has it too, is this sheet, so that if this is slightly wet, like if you took this out to plein air paint and this is slightly wet, you can just pop that over to sort of contain it and put your swatch sheet in and it won't get wet. But I'm still going to put shipping tape on this. And this did come with, well, I'll show you in this one. It came with a pen and a brush. And I keep the pen in my Art Toolkit folio. I did ask for this one in blue so that I could keep them straight. Ooh, this one is very heavy. Must be because it still has that stuff in it. Okay, so, oh, the paper. I forgot about this, that they gave me this paper in the last one. And I actually did use this paper to paint like some bookmarks on. And I did some really small paintings that I sent out to people when they bought my paintings or prints. So this is their color chart, the printed one. And the printed ones never really match. So they've got their swatch sheet on their sparkly paper. Let's just see what this one looks like. Looks like about the same. It's got the name. The light fastness must be that, but I don't. This one has the pigment numbers on it. This one does not look like it has the pigment numbers on it. You know, for me, I honestly don't care that much about pigment numbers, but I know a lot of you do. I wonder why they dropped the pigment numbers. Huh. I wonder if the pigment numbers are on here. They are on here. So I suppose if you wanted to do that, you could go back in and write all the pigment numbers on here if it was important to you. Again, it's really not that important to me. I am going to want to mark this though so I don't get these mixed up. So I know that this goes to the pink set, which is the older set, and this goes to the new set, which is, I'm really glad I asked for it in blue so I could tell the difference. So this thing comes out if you decide you want the extra mixing room. It comes with a pen, which we will also try on each of those sketchbooks. This is a water-resistant, water-based pen, and I do actually use this a lot in my art nest. Like I said, I keep it in my art toolkit. There's a pencil for sketching. It is a B pencil, and this little brush. And again, I actually use this brush quite a bit. It's downstairs in my art toolkit, so I'm going to wash that before I bend it, because if you bend it with the glue on it, you can damage the bristles. So these are extra goodies that come with it. And it has a little sponge. If you wanted to keep this in your unit and keep the sponge, I don't really use the sponges because I always have a rag, a really absorbent rag, so I don't worry about that too much. I've got to take every one of these wrappers off, and it is going to take me some time. It's got little legs on it. But it's going to take me some time to do that. So what I will do is do that and then come back when they when I have gotten all the wrappers off. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, which I apparently can't do. Do these have the pigment number on them? Good Lord. Oh, these do have the pigment number on them. So what you could do when you take these off, which is what I do a lot of times, you could either use them and stick them down on your swatch sheet, or you can put them on the bottom of your thing. Just cut the sides off here and then just glue them to your bottom, and then you've got the pigment information. I forget if oh, these are in differently. Oh, I see. So this is different. This is actually more how Paul Rubens does theirs. It's a little fancier. These are just poured into all one thing. I never did take this thing out. I don't know if I want to pull that out because I don't want to have it crack on me. It's plastic, and I'm perfectly happy with this. I had actually even thought I use this so much, some of the colors are getting a little worn down in the center, and I might just top them off with some tube paint, because I really like the size of this for my art nest. It's a good size, and it has a good mixing area. So these have pans, which is even better. Wow. That's a nice surprise. I didn't expect that. So I got to take these off. I am not sure if I'm going to stick all these things on the bottom, which is what I usually do with pans. But you'll know when I come back, which will only be a minute for you and will be a little while for me. And it'll give me a chance to sip some of this iced coffee and wake up so that I actually am not sounding like a tired old lady, which I kind of am. It's also, we're getting thunderstorms and it's raining out, and it's very, very dark out, which when it's hot and dark out and muggy, it just makes me so tired. So I'm going to try to perk up, open these up, and show you what I got. Okay, if you're like me and you really get bored unwrapping all of these little things, I know some people really love it. They say it's like unwrapping candy and they really enjoy it. But I discovered something while I was unwrapping these, that if you have arthritis in your hands or just don't enjoy unwrapping them all, what I did was I just made a slit on the side of each paper and stuck my X-Acto knife underneath. I'm trying to work around the camera here so it's clumsy. And then I just pulled it out. And I just did that to each one. Yeah, just cut it, slip it under, and when you have it right underneath you, it's much easier to do. And just pull it off. And that's the first one that flipped like that. So doesn't it just go to show you that when you go to film it, everything goes wrong? But I literally did that to all of these. I just put a cut down the side and pulled them all off. And it worked really well. I did not have to pop every single one out and then pop it back in. So quick tip that you might like if you have arthritis in your hands, or if you just get bored. You know, my thing is when I get a new toy, I just want to get using it. So the time that it takes to unwrap them, if I can speed that up in any way, I'm going to do it. Okay. So I didn't bother putting the label on the pans because I have this color chart. I'm going to have my homemade color chart, and there's a color chart on the back of the box. So I just wasn't too concerned about having that. And I am going to go ahead and swatch these, which, because I want to have time to play with these in the actual sketchbooks, to really blend these together in a more organic way than formal swatching, I am going to probably speed this up, this part, and then we'll be able to compare the two swatching sheets and then play around in the sketchbooks a little bit. So here we go. Okay, so that is the colors from this set, and they're gorgeous. I mean, they're super gorgeous, rich colors. And I just want to grab this. I did throw tape on this, so I hope that doesn't, and just see, oh wow, they are different. Like these peachy skin tones are not in here, but there's some really vibrant colors. So what I'm seeing in this set is, if you like painting florals, seascapes, look at the blues in here. They're gorgeous. They're different, like these muted lavender and cornflower. Oh, I'm sorry, did I have that out of the shot? They didn't have those in there, like these peaches. So it is worth investing in the second set because it's very different. Yeah, they're different colors than are in this set. I love the Indian reds. I love the browns, the earth tones. I'm a sucker for earth tones. And they do have a good silver and gold. Milang does have, a lot of times in watercolors, I'm not satisfied with the laydown of the silver and gold. But wow, seascapes, landscapes, the earth tones, the greens are gorgeous. This hooker green, oh my gosh, this olive green I love. Dark hooker's green, I love that. Plenty of blues, Payne's gray, indigo, two of my favorite blues. Florals, I mean, there's just gorgeous reds, magentas, purples, and yellows, oranges. Yeah, it's got a good spread of colors. So this is a more muted set, I would say. This has the softer, more pastel, or is it called macaroon colors? Yeah, the softer, more pastel-y, which I love this, but I love this too. I see a completely different type of painting coming out of this. I really like that nickel yellow there. Yeah, so it's different. It's a different set. I'm just going to leave these here for a second, so if you want to screenshot it and compare them, you can. Of course, computer monitors and phone screens do look at colors differently, but okay, so this is the set that I had that is, as you can see, is well loved. And I did use the brush that comes with the set for swatching, and it's perfect for that. So there's the two sets side by side. And I love these paints. I love these watercolors. I've always been really happy with them. For a student grade paint, I think they work really nicely. And, let's play in the sketchbook a little bit and see how these work on the different types of papers. Okay, so I just got back from physical therapy. It's the next day, and I thought we would play around with these gorgeous Milang colors and the pen they sent too on these different sketchbook papers. So I had said yesterday I would tell you what the cost was of all of these. So the U.S. Art Supply was two sketchbooks, both of them 8.5 by 8.5. 110-pound paper. It's acid-free paper. These, for the two, it was $22.99. So it's about $11.50 for each. 76 pages. I forget if I said that. For the Ohuhu, I don't know if I'm saying that right. 120 pounds, 78 sheets, 156 pages. This is a nice, thick sketchbook, really super thick. I'm looking forward to trying this one. So 120 pounds, 78, 156 pages, acid-free. So these two are acid-free, $21.98, and there is a 10% off coupon right now on Amazon. And the last one was the Alcalo, 120 pages, 122 pounds, $15.99, and there is a 5% off coupon right now on Amazon. So, which one should we pick first? Let's try this one first. I'm not sure I'm going to go in any order. I think I'm just going to play with color at first. Just do some random swatching, or should I sort of, I don't know, let me see. Maybe I'll kind of swatch in a, I mean, since we already did formal swatching, I think I'm just going to play with the colors next to each other. See what the different yellows look like together. Maybe I won't do every color because, you know, we kind of already swatched the whole thing. So let's just grab like a red. So now I'm having a problem with my neck. I'm having a lot of pain in my neck, and I have to work on a raised board. I've showed it in some of my YouTube videos before. So I hope it's not too weird of an angle for you. And now if I use a lot of water with this, it's just going to run. But for now, I cannot bend my neck while I'm painting. I'm just grabbing some of these random reds to see what they look like. Okay, so I think I'm going to grab some more of this orange. You know, it might be fun to do like a page on each color family. I'm going to have to watch my time though. I could easily get really carried away with this, and I want to try each sketchbook. So this may end up being something that I continue on my Patreon, because I can see this, I can see me getting carried away with this very easily. And I'm loving how these are running together, the marks that I'm getting. Put some extra water in there to get it to, oh, I like this. I just like the way this is coming out. Let's try like some of that fiery maroon color in there. What is this? A purple? This is like so fiery, and it's so bright. Gosh, I hope it's coming out on the screen how pigmented these are. Let's see what happens if I add like an earth tone yellow into this. And I'm plopping on water to try to get some blooms, also to test how much abuse this page will take. Back to like one of these reds. Alana's over there crunching on a bully stick in the corner. And then I think I'll end on an orangey color. Actually, an orange and maybe some more of this earthy yellow. I kind of like how that's coming out in that corner. All right, this is going to be fun to go back. Oh, that was a lot of water. To go back on later and see if I can find anything in it. Like, what color was that? I think that was that color. Is this a bird? Kind of seeing a bird there. Wow, cool. Yeah, I could really blow a couple of hours. So I got to watch my time here, but I definitely see something in there. So this is very, very, very smooth paper for those of you that like super smooth paper. That's what this is, slippery and smooth. Let's try some blues in this one. So I'm just going to randomly pick colors. Just kind of painting it right over the blue, letting it drip and mingle and bloom and get some granulation going in there. Okay, so these are drying. Little tiniest bit of buckling, lot of water, not much. I don't want to move this too much, so I'll set these two aside and let these 2 pages dry, and then when they're dry, I'll come back and show. Oh, I know, I was going to try the marker out too. So let's see. Milang Watercolors. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Beautiful colors. This is such a fun way to do it. This would be fun to sprinkle some salt on too, but for right now, I just want to get the pure color on there. Okay, so that one's getting set aside. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to show you on that one. In case I do forget, because it's been a long day and I'm kind of tired, Karen sent me a coupon code for this set. So there will be a coupon code underneath the video. Paul Rubens coupon codes are only good for a few days, so make sure you pay attention to the dates on it. Unlike the Art Toolkit coupon code, the Meeden coupon code, and the Cenex Gouache coupon code that are always under my videos, those are good forever. Those don't have a timeline on them. But you got to, if you're interested in using a coupon code that Paul Rubens gives me, make sure you pay attention to the dates and use it within that time frame. One thing that I did like is this back pocket. I can take the wrap that was around the sketchbook with all the information on it, and I can shove it in this back pocket, and then I'll have all the information for that particular sketchbook. Where on sketchbooks where I don't have that back pocket, what I'll often do is just take the wrap and either paste it onto the last page or just write the information on the last page so that I have it with the sketchbook. So I'm just going to fold that up and put that in there for right now. And these pages, even the first page, is the same. So again, I'll take now this. So I feel so disorganized. The pen did not run on this. It did not bleed through. I'll even write on this side just to make sure. I'm using a very heavy hand with it, and it did not bleed through on this paper, not at all. So we'll do that here. I don't think it's going to bleed through this at all, so I'll do the same thing, 725. And this is the paper with the texture, the cold press texture. Yeah, not a drop of bleed through with the fine tip marker. Okay, so we did the blues. Let's see, I'm going to move this one back out of the way so it can dry. Okay, this time I'm going to use earth tones. So let's see, should I include like the olive green and the earth tones? I think I'm going to. It's such a beautiful earthy color to me. And I'm going to use a lot of water. And I think what I'll do is, because this first page is glued down, I think I will move this spread over onto this page too. Do my sort of organic swatching. I love this color. Okay, so I'm like, I could get totally carried away with this color because I love it. It's green, bright hooker green. Yeah, I'm going to put that in. I like that color too. Ooh, love it, love it, love it. Just remind these two colors. So, you know, I live in the forest in Vermont and surrounded by thousands of acres of woods, and this just, I can almost smell the pine trees with this color combination. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to add some extra water because these paints are blooming nicely. I'm getting some nice marks going. All right, so maybe a little more of this. Do I want to connect the pages with this color? Kind of go like that to connect them. And then, so the next one is the natural yellow. Oh, I got some green in there, but that's all right. Like the drips. Oh, the brush, I don't think I said what it was, is a Princeton Aqua Elite number 10 round. Oh, I already see an angel there. There's the head and the wings and the body coming this way. But I'm not going to try to develop anything at this point because I got a lot more colors to go. Okay, I'm fiddling now because I don't want to stop, but I got some good watermarks on here. Throw some more water on here. Let's throw some water in the black and see how that does. Let it run a little bit. But really great paper. So these are, wow. These so far, these two, I'm liking the paper in. This one is, this is just not gonna waffle at all. I would be surprised. I mean, I put a lot of water on there, but I would be surprised if this waffled much at all. I'm gonna try to let some of those drips run. Gorgeous color combination. Okay, so I'm going to set this one aside somewhere. I'm running out of room. The Ohuhu. And again, is there a pocket in the back? There is a pocket in the back. Very nice. Very nice. And let's think about what color combination we're going to do next. Okay, first, I will do the writing. So, ooh, I like the way the pen writes on this. Again, I'm pressing hard and writing slow, you know, to really give the ink a chance to soak in. And actually, I'm just looking around. All three of these sketchbooks, I like the way the ink looked on the page. For some reason, I feel like I especially like the way it looks on this page, but can't really explain to you why. Okay, I need to think of what color combinations we're going to do because we've kind of run through, I guess we haven't really done the purples. So let's do the purples. It for that one. That was quick. Splash some water on there. Let it run a little bit. It's probably more water than I meant to splash on there. Okay, so that was quite a bit of water I splashed on there. And one thing I did forget to do was see how the paint removes from this paper. And I have a feeling it's going to remove like super duper easily. So let's pick a spot. This spot is pretty much dry. Oh yeah, like super well for removing paint. Yeah, so that's great. I got a lot of water on there, but I mean, that'll be good to test for buckling. Really put it to its paces. That's a lot of water. That's going to take a while to dry. Okay, so, I mean, I think we tested out the blues, the reds and oranges on this one, and you can see, I think you can see how the page warped a little bit. Let me get this one out of here while it dries. So this paper did really well. I mean, I like the way that everything looked on this paper. I liked the way the paint moved. Let's see, I am noticing where the paint got a little thick on this paper. It's got a little shiny, and I think that's just because of whatever sizing is on here. It's really slippery paper, but you can hopefully see that it did buckle a little. So if you're really picky about buckling, you might want to not use really wet washes of watercolor on this paper. That doesn't bother me at all, and I think this paper would be awesome for gouache and acrylics and inks and things like that. But I'll be testing this out on both YouTube. All of these sketchbooks, I'll be using them both on YouTube and Patreon, so you'll be able to see you know, how things come out in the future. Oh, I see a figure here. Let's see if I can show you. There's his head, and it comes around. This is probably her breast her leg coming down, her other leg coming down, and her arm going up. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm going to have, oh, here's another figure. There's the head kind of hunched over. There's her buttocks and her leg. She's on her knee like she's weeding a garden. There's her arm. See, this is what I love, is picking out. Here's a creature of some kind, maybe a fish of some kind. This is the head. There's an arm or a fin, like a, or it reminds me of a red aft's fin, not fin, claw, paw, you know, like a little lizard paw. Looks like there's a lizard leg coming off here. Almost looks like there's fins back there. Some kind of, you know, these are so much fun to do and then pick out pictures afterwards. But so the reds and yellows and oranges here, blues and greens, and some of the like Payne's gray and indigo in there. Beautiful colors. And this was the Alcalo book. A little bit of warping with the paper. This, I expected this to do really well with watercolor. I mean, bare, minimal puckering at all on this paper. And I put a lot of water on it. So this is nice paper for watercolor. It can take a lot of water, a lot of abuse. Paint removed off of it really well. I think all three of these paint removed well. So this was the earth tones and greens and the two blacks, which go gorgeous together. And it will be fun to pick out. I see a mermaid. Here's her tail. Here's her arm coming out. It could actually even be a wing. And here's her other arm coming down. This is like the edge of her. This is her mermaid tail here. So much fun. Here's her arm there. So it's going to be a lot of fun to go back and pick out things that I see in here, find different things. So that's those two. And this is the U.S. Art Supply, the one that came in a 2-pack. It's got a linen cover, linen cloth over the cover. I forget if I said this one's got like a faux leather, vegan leather, I think they call it, fake leather cover, which is actually really nice. It's a really nice feeling on the cover, and it's embossed with the name of the journal. And this one was those beautiful purples and magentas and some greens. And this sketchbook is the Ohuhu sketchbook. So this one warped a little bit. You can see it, it's sort of cupped. It didn't pucker a whole lot. I don't know if that's showing. There's a tiny bit of puckering, but honestly, this had a lot of water on it. So I'm really impressed with all of these papers. The one that puckered the most was the Alcalo one, but not, you know, not bad at all. In my opinion, not bad at all. I would accept that. I mean, I wouldn't do a painting on this that I was going to rip out and send to a gallery, but I don't use my sketchbooks that way. Buying these blind and not knowing what I was getting, I'm super happy with all three of them. I think they're going to be great, and I think I'm going to have a lot of fun sort of doing abstract, and nothing bled through. Nothing on any of them bled through. So it'll be interesting to test out markers. I don't use alcohol markers because of the odors, so that's never going to be a concern with me. And I can't imagine anything else that I would use on these bleeding through. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me swatch out the newest set of Melang watercolors. I really enjoyed the new colors that they've selected a lot. I mean, I loved my other set with the more pastel colors, but this set is brilliant. I'm super happy with the colors in this set. And I'm super happy with the sketchbooks. I think the Ohuhu and the U.S. Art Supply, super high quality paper. This one, it warped a little more, but again, I don't mind that. It's fine with me, but if you're wanting it to not warp and be able to apply lots of paper, I would stick with those two. But I hope this was informative for you. I hope, it helped you, guide you as to what sketchbooks you might be interested in and what sketchbooks you might not be interested in. And links for everything that I used will be below the video. And this set does come with the pencil, the brush, and the fine line marker, and all of those worked perfectly. The watercolors worked beautifully. There isn't a color in here that didn't perform as I expected it to. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with the set. It's really nice that it comes in pans because you can easily replace colors as you start to run out of colors. So that's a nice touch. It makes it a little heavier than the other set because you've got this whole tray in there. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have the big pans in there that you can replace. Look at these colors. These are just amazing. I really had fun doing this video for you guys this week. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. If you did like this video, please do remember to give it a thumbs up so that more people will see this video, and comment, share the video. It's so helpful if you share the video. I don't think a lot of people realize that on your social media sites. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed so that you can, be notified of when my other videos come out. But okay, guys, take care. I hope you have a wonderful creative week, and I will see you either over on Patreon or I will see you next week on YouTube. Bye for now.